A month ago, I made a video called We Are Traveling from Nantucket to St. Paul, but I pointed out all the errors. And that video was a success. Now it's the most viewed video on my channel with 384 views. But, yes, I still left out a large amount of errors. But thanks to L. McNaughton for commenting in that video and then point out all the errors that I left out. So now, here it is. We are traveling from Nantucket to St. Paul, but I pointed out all the errors, updated version.
And now, Yakko Warner sings about time.
Where's the Caribbean islands?
When you're traveling from Nantucket through Chicago to St. Paul, and you're standing in an airport and you look up on the wall, there's a clock for every city and a different time for all. From Asia,
there's more than one time zones in Asia, and also, Asia is not a city.
Through Malaysia.
Malaysia is a country in Asia. But on the clock it shows in the video, you have a different time with Asia. But again, Asia has more than one time zones. And also, Malaysia isn't a city either.
To Peru.
Peru isn't a city either.
Did you ever wonder why that when it's 10 o'clock in Maine, at precisely the same moment it is 3 a.m. in Spain?
The time difference between Maine and Spain isn't always 5 hours. That's because when Spain is in the Central European summertime, the time difference is actually 6 hours. So because of that, sometimes when Maine is in 10 o'clock, Spain is actually at 4 a.m.
When it's breakfast time in Rome, they're having lunch in the Ukraine.
Italy and Ukraine are only 1 hour apart.
And it's supper up in Upper Kathmandu.
Nepal and Ukraine are only 2 hours and 45 minutes apart.
If the earth were spinning faster as the sun is going past her, then a day would only be an hour long. And school, when they begin it, would only last a minute before everybody has to run along. All right.
If a day is only an hour long, why there's still an hour hand on the clock? Also, students usually spend 1/4 of their day at school. But if students only stay at school for 1 minute, then it's 1/60 of a day, which is too short.
If the Earth were the planet that was closest to the sun.
Well, if Earth is the closest planet to the sun, then all the living things on Earth will get fried and die.
A year would be much shorter and you'd have a lot of fun. 'Cause by the time you were in first grade, you'd be over 21. And you'd live to be 903 or 4. Time is relative, dependent. You can save it, you can spend it, doing things you like to do or learning how.
You can't see it, you can't taste it,
but you certainly can waste it.
Which is really what we're doing here right now. The international dateline's an imaginary cleft.
Where's the Philippines and the other small islands?
Today is on the right side and tomorrow's on the left. So when you cross it, do you then arrive the day before you left? That's how it works. It's quite berserk, you see. So if you were born in China while I'm born in Carolina.
That's Michigan or Ohio, not any of the North or South Carolinas.
Well, then you're a day ahead of me, you see. So the way I've got it reckoned, if we're born in the same second, then why should you be a day older than me?
Actually, the time difference between the Carolinas and China is actually 12 hours, not a whole day.
But it really is no miracle, that difference in our birth. Because the world is spherical, that's why around the earth there's always different times for Moscow, London, Boston, and Fort Worth.
Where's Sri Lanka? And also, Cyprus and most of the Mediterranean Sea islands are all gone.
And that's the way it's always gonna be. So remember, when you're traveling from Nantucket to St. Paul,
St. Paul is actually at the location where the red point shows.
In that airport, as you're staring at those clocks up on the wall, you should think about this song, my friend, and then you will recall
that it was mildly amusing,
but then totally confusing,
and we bet you wish we hadn't sung at all.